How are we doing, guys, and welcome back to the Bonneville cocktail collection. Now, we've managed to avoid doing this video for about 6 years, but I think we've probably all drank a bit too much at home in 2020, and we've had a lot of requests to do this video. Plus, the non-alcoholic spirit category continues to rise, so I thought it's about time we gave mocktails a go. So here are 4 non-alcoholic cocktails. Alright guys, first up I'm going to make a drink called a Winter Cup, and I've ripped this straight off of the Seedlip website. And Seedlip are the biggest brand within the non-alcoholic distilled spirit category, and I've been quite dismissive of them until recently, primarily because of the price. Like a full-sized 70 centilitre bottle is the same price as a decent bottle of gin. I've got these little minis because of that reason. These are still £3 a pop, which is quite a lot, but Diageo have just bought them. Diageo are the biggest booze brand in the world, and they've just bought a majority share in Seedlip for an undisclosed figure, so they must be doing something right. And I'm going to go into this with an open mind and give you my honest opinion of what I think of the brand and the whole category of the non-alcoholic distilled spirit. Right, we're going to build this in a wine glass. I'm going to start with a few ice cubes. And our first ingredient, which is of course Seedlip, Grove 42, this one. And it's 50ml measure, which is exactly what this mini is. And then we need 50 mils of, the recipe said winter tea, so a sweetened winter tea. So I'm just using like a Christmas tea blend that I found in the shop, and I've sweetened it, let it cool, and we'll give that a stir. So we need a teaspoon of balsamic vinegar. We're going to add some of our fresh ingredients. So we're going to start off with some fresh sage leaves. It's just straight out of the garden. Some sliced pear. Slip these in around the edges. And some sliced fig. Now this should be good because fig is my hands down favourite fruit. Funny that I've never used one on this channel before, having said that. Right, so we're going to give a little bit more ice, and then we're going to finish with a top of ginger ale. And that is a Winter Cup. Alright, so I'm going to give this a taste. It looks great. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite nice. The Grove 42 is supposed to have orange, ginger, lemon, I think, in it. You could taste the ginger. Maybe I needed to brew the tea a bit stronger. Definitely doesn't taste the booze, but it's a nice tasty, refreshing drink. I guess it does resemble a weak Pimm's cup. It's got the nice autumnal flavours from the pear and the fig. There are the hints of citrusy orange coming through, but I don't know whether that's from the tea or from the Seedlip. The sage is very strong. That is now the predominant flavour. I feel actually like the sage, the ginger ale have overpowered that now, but it's tasty. It's yeah, it's a great alternative to a Pimm's cup. All right, next up we are going to try a drink that's probably the most popular one I see in cocktail bars on their non-alcoholic list, and this is called a NOGRONI. I think this can be credited to Seedlip as well, but you know, we're going to spread the love a little bit and not just use their products. We're not sponsored by them or anything. So we're going to start with our rocks glass and some cubed ice. This is just built in the glass, and we're going to go equal measures. We are using as our gin alternative, this is Cedar's Classic, which is handcrafted with rare and exotic botanicals of juniper, coriander and geranium. So let's go 30 mils of that. And then our Campari alternative is from Acorn Aperitifs, and this is a bitter expression. This is actually a Seedlip company, so they are getting in there somehow. 30 mils of that. And incidentally, Seedlip do a pre-bottled NOGRONI with all their products, and this is acorn aromatic aperitif. I didn't have a whole bottle, but I borrowed that from someone. So those are our 3 ingredients, and that was of course our sweet vermouth alternative. Give that a bit of a stir. Now make sure you're keeping all of these non-alcoholic distilled spirits in the fridge, because none of them have any sugar or alcohol in them, so they've got quite a short shelf life. So treat them as you would like a vermouth or something like that. Keep them in the fridge, use them as quickly as possible, because they don't last. We're going to finish that off with an orange wedge, and that is a NOGRONI. Let's give it a taste. It does actually kind of taste like a weak Negroni. The overpowering flavour is the acorn bitter. It is quite bitter, but it's not unpleasant. It's all right. The thing is though, you would have to pay, like, I mean that's cost more than a bottle of Campari, and that's only a 50 cl, so you're gonna have to spend quite a lot of money to make one of these, and I'm not sure it's worth it. I might just have a soda and lime, but it's all right. All right guys, just want to take a quick moment to tell you about today's sponsor, and that is Skillshare. As I'm sure you know, Skillshare is one of the largest online learning platforms with an abundance of courses, everything from crochet to karate. I myself am constantly improving my skill set and knowledge through their courses. Just recently, I've been trying to write a blog for the Distilled Truth, but I've actually realised I'm not very good at writing, and I'm finding it really hard to get my thoughts into words. So I've been following a course called Creative Writing, Crafting Personal Essays with Impact by Roxanne Gay. Roxanne's course has really helped me construct my words in an entertaining and thought-provoking way, and it's really brought my blog to life. And if you want to have a go at Skillshare too, the first 1,000 people to use the link in my description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership, and after that, it's only around $10 a month. So give it a go, you've got nothing to lose. All right guys, and next up we're going to make a drink called an orchard sour, and this should be quite interesting because it uses the proper sour ratio of 2 parts strong, although non-alcoholic in this case, 1 part sweet, 1 part sour, and then we're going to chuck a bit of egg white in there as well. So we're going to start off with simple syrup. Let's go 20 mils. And then some lemon juice, 20 mils. Then we're going to go back to the Cedars Classic as our booze substitute. Should have done this a couple of steps before, but we need to muddle some pears in there. Just like half a pear's worth. You could just use a pear puree if you happen to have that, or if you want to make a pear puree before. All right. Need our egg white. Give that a dry shake. Shake this up. Realised there I'm probably shaking that a bit hard because there's no alcohol in this. But we'll see what happens. It smells pretty funky. Just finished with a zest of a lemon. And that is an orchard sour. All right, let's give it a taste. And I probably should have said before, I was a bit dubious about using egg white because there's no alcohol in this to kill off any bacteria, but I'm hoping the lemon juice will do the job, but here we go. Should have probably fine strained it as well. I mean, that's delicious. Can't taste any of this stuff, cedars, but you know, it's a really tasty sour. The pear's delicious. Out of the 3 we've made so far, this is the most sort of reminiscent of a proper cocktail. It's got all the right elements except that little you know. But other than that, you know, if I got served that in a bar, I'd be like, eh. Overshaking it, or didn't put a big enough measure of booze in. But it's tasty, it's well balanced. I'd quite happily drink that. Cheers. All right, guys, we're going to finish up with a nice, simple, non-alcoholic cocktail that doesn't require any of these overpriced distilled non-alcoholic spirits, and we are going to make a Virgin Mojito, or as Gerard claims he's just coined, the NOJITO. So we're going to start off with our mint, nice handful of that. Go a bit more than you would do a normal mojito because we're going to be lacking that sort of nice boozy flavour. So you want to overcompensate with some of the other flavours. And 25 mils of our simple syrup, 25 mils of fresh lime juice, and for our rum we're just going to use nice pressed apple juice. Stick in our, we're using that nugget ice that we had a few videos back. We'll put a link for the moulds in the description. That'll do for now. Get your spoon in, lift that mint. Don't just go crazy on this again because we don't need any dilution. Top with more ice. And actually, we're going to make this a Nojito Royale with a top of no secco. So this is a non-alcoholic sparkling wine. So instead of using soda, we're going to use this to make it a Royale. Straw. Last bit of ice. Couple of big mint sprigs. And why not finish with the lime wedge. And that is a Nojito Royale. Right, let's give this a go. I put this in the video because I wanted to do something that was simple. It didn't need any of the, like I said, those other expensive ingredients. And everyone loves a mojito. And it's the most searched non-alcoholic cocktail on YouTube, so. Delicious. Super refreshing, lovely and minty, nice and balanced. The Prosecco is, let's have a go at that on its own. That's all right, actually. Yeah, that actually tastes just like weak, really weak sparkling wine. Give it a go. All right, guys, let us know what you thought of those mocktails down in the comments. If you have any of your own favourite mocktails, do let us know also, because we need to build up our portfolio for Volume 2. We're going to be reviewing these non-alcoholic spirits over on the Distilled Truth, so make sure you get over there and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe here if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time. All right, guys, next up we're going to make a drink called... What's it called? And that is an orchard shower. and that is an orchard shower. And then for the yeah.